Good morning, good Monday morning, everyday leaders. I am Melanie Ake coming to you from the Everyday Leaders studio here in Indianapolis. And we are finishing up today's October 21st book of Proverbs, Mastermind. So we learned on Proverbs 21 today. The entire chapter talks about control and leaders knowing the difference. And so, in the recap that I've put on here, there were a few verses that really stuck out to us this morning. Verse 9, verse 19, verse 23, and then also verse 30, which I don't think that I actually put in the recap, but I wanted to read. So, verse 30 says this: There is no wisdom, no insight, no plan that can succeed against the Lord. And so when we talk about control, a lot of this is when we feel like we're on a journey, that we're in control, right? When we're driving in a car and we have a GPS, we're in control of the car. We're in control of ourselves, but we're not control in control of the things that are around us. So there may be an accident, there may be construction, there may be detours that happen. We don't have control over those things. But what we do have is control over our own presence, our own car, our own capabilities to be a good driver, to be able to know which stoplight to stop at, right? And so those are the things, kind of, if you make that an analogy for your own life, you're able to control the things that you have the power to do. So when you're in a group, if you're challenged with a situation, if you feel like you want to influence a situation, and you really need to step back and think about some of these other verses talk about holding our tongue, right? Holding our tongue not to say things that may influence outcomes because it's the right thing to do. And so I want to read real quick this little recap, as it says in the chapter here, from the John Maxwell Bible, and it says, "Leaders know the difference." So from Proverbs 21:1, and I need to bring the light over here just a little bit. All right, so I've put it in here, but leaders can and should make their plans, but they must never forget that it is God who controls the future. So, in the Lord's hand and the king's heart is a stream of water that he channels toward all who please him. So, successful leaders remember this, and therefore they know the difference between being in charge and being in control. And so, right, you have to think about this in your life. Like, what are you in charge of making a decision about today? But in control, it's about faith. It's about having the opportunity to become a larger believer, right? Knowing that if we do those right things, if we build those strategies in our lives, that we're going to gain that influence. We're going to be able to gain that confidence. And in the end, have faith that our journey is going to take us where it needs to, that we're going to be able to step into our purpose. But we've got to live these strategies first. That's our job, right? Our job is to be able to do these things, build our character, be guarded when we have to, and be very intentional. And so I also wanted to share with you, as I was preparing for this proverb, my uncle Jim, my father's identical twin, had put together some things from my grandparents. So my grandparents were song evangelists. And as I, thought about this proverb today, he had captured one of the services that my grandfather had sang the song, "I Know Who Holds Tomorrow." And my grandmother was playing the piano for him during this. And so many years ago, he had captured these and put these on a YouTube channel. And so I'm sharing this with you in the notes. And I'm sharing this with you because I think it's important as you listen to the words of "I know who holds tomorrow." and listen and apply it to your life. And don't be fearful, because there are many times when we think, if I could just get here, if I could just control this situation, if I just pray for patience, that I'll get through it, right? But it's building the strategies, praying for the patience because we know that things are going to come at us. But we have to learn how to build those strategies so we can become stronger through it. So listen to my grandfather's YouTube today. It would really make my heart happy. Let me know what you think about it. This is my story, right? This is my story. So I want to share it with you. I hope you have a wonderful week. It's Monday, October 21st, and that's our lesson for today. Continue to be everyday leaders in your life and live your life with success. And I'll see you here tomorrow morning.